Guys, more than half of men over 40 experience ED in some form. They're myths about ED. Like, it's just part of getting older. You have to accept it. Guys, that isn't true. This is why I want to tell you about our sponsor, Peter MD. If you think you might be suffering from erectile dysfunction, you can get help from Peter MD today. Guys, the process is simple. You're going to purchase medicine from a variety of oral options, and you're going to complete the medical intake forms that get emailed to you upon purchase. A doctor is going to review the intake forms. Then he's going to contact you and see if there's any concerns. If there are no concerns, the medicine is ordered with a U.S. licensed pharmacy, and it's going to get shipped in a discreet, beautiful package right to your door. You're then going to get an option to refill anytime through the custom Peter MD patient portal for a lifetime with one follow-up per year with your provider. Peter MD is growing exponentially, and it has over 3,000 reviews to back their reputability. So help yourself get back on track with your sexual performance and get 15% off any ED product with my code RISEUP at checkout, or just click on the link below. Conor McGregor is going to do Conor McGregor. In an interview last night, he said, I don't care who it is. Talking about his next opponent. He said, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Chandler. If that's what they want, then it'll be Chandler. My return date's going to be my return date. I don't think they want Chandler anymore. There's a whole bunch of juicy fights out there for me. I've never given a damn who the opponent was. End quote. Now, I'm just sharing with you that Conor's going to do Conor. Right? Conor said that yesterday. It was a little bit, right? A little bit of a diss to Michael Chandler. Earlier in the day, he was going after Nate Diaz. The night before, he was going after Jake Paul. Conor's going to do Conor. Let it go. Enjoy it. Sit back and enjoy it. But I'm asking you for something. I don't ask you for things very often. I'm asking you for something. Sit back and enjoy it. Don't participate. Conor owes Michael Chandler. Period. Michael Chandler is owed a fight. He's owed Red Panty Night. Red Panty Night, whether that was meant to be funny or not, it's real. And Chandler sacrificed a lot, and he worked to get it, and he positioned himself, and he did get it, and he went to the Ultimate Fighter, and he was promising I could go on and so forth, and the only way this gets away is if we let it. If we act as though words don't matter and promise and commitments don't matter, it could happen and it could get away. And I don't think that Conor meant they don't want Michael Chandler. Conor knows what he's doing at all times. He's working and he's hustling. Conor has come out and told people before beg, but he means it. He does like it when a guy has to beg. So when he comes out and he does that to Chandler, I mean, really think of that spot. Think of the mental torment that Conor McGregor just put the Chandler family through. I mean, think of that. And you'll never know, did he mean it? Or you'll never know, was he gaming? You'll never know, does he show up to the gym every day solely preparing for Michael Chandler because that's fully what he knows is next? You'll never know. And he's never going to tell you. Conor McGregor is going to always have you looking at this hand so you don't see what this hand is doing. He is truly a great performer, but that's what he's doing here. He's performing. He never thought he was going to be able to go over and box Jake Paul 2 nights ago when he got in a massive public back and forth with Jake Paul. He has a contract elsewhere. That simply isn't going to happen. And he knows it, but he knows that you don't, which is why there was engagement and why that worked. And it's also why it's not going to be a long-term plan. And by the next day, he'd already moved on. He'd already moved on to Nate Diaz. Saying he wants to fight him. Well, you know, you got to switch up the tune every now and then. So now when you bring it back to Michael Chandler, you don't say, I want to fight him too. You say, I don't want to fight him. He just keeps mixing it around. Enjoy it. Enjoy the show. See if you can learn something. Don't participate. Don't participate. Truly. We owe Michael Chandler. Of course we do. And it is, from a human psyche, interesting. The work and the shoot get confused. The angle that you start out for marketing and pretending over a period of time, you'll forget that you even started to do that. It is whatever you say is who you will become. It's a fascinating thing. I watched Jon Jones almost do this. I think that he stopped, and I also think that I influenced that stop, which could be me shining at my own wheels, but I do think that I did. Jon Jones started working this whole I'm going to retire after Stipe. It's my retirement fight. Purely as a way to market that fight. He does not mean it. And what ended up happening as he's starting to do that is fans are looking around. They're like rolling with Jon and go, okay, I gotta get off this bandwagon because it's coming to an abrupt end soon. So many people think that when a star athlete dies, that the ratings are going to dip, that it's going to go down because the fans are going to go. The fans aren't going to go anywhere but to another guy. So I just share that with you. And then simultaneously what was happening is a narrative that Jon was afraid to fight the younger guys, specifically Sergey Pavlich. That's not true. I'd like it to be true. I'd have a t-shirt, Jon Jones backs down. Believe me, I would do it, but it's not true. Jon Jones does not have any problem fighting with Sergey Pavlich, just so you know. The only reason he said that was to bring attention to the Madison Square Garden fight with Stipe. And what was happening is after Jon had said it a few times, I was noticing that it was with a different tone. And it was as though it really was his last one. He was starting to believe it, forgetting that he started this as marketing in the first place. And I brought that out. I said, I think he should stop. And he did. I think I influenced it. Could have been timing. Might hear me take credit for this and start right up tomorrow just to spite me. But some of those things gain steam because we let it in the world of social media where we all get to participate and the decision makers will listen to your collective voices. Enjoy what Conor's doing. See what he's doing. Notice the attention he gets. Notice where he sees where the attention's hot and where it fades, and when he goes to something else because of the fade, sees how hot that is, sees the dot, and jumps to something else. 3 different storylines in 3 different days. Which is what makes him the greatest at this. So try to learn something, watch it, don't participate. Conor versus Chandler needs to be a demand that we collectively make.